Drip irrigation. How to install drip tape. Learn how to install drip tape to irrigate your garden. LSI Global Greens. Overview. Use drip irrigation to water long, straight rows of plants. First, you install a header line. Refer to the series Drip Irrigation: How to Install a Header Line. Next, you install a pressure regulator between the header line and the water source. This brings the same amount of water to many rows of plants at the same time from one water source. Long, straight rows of drip tape. Why learn about this? Drip irrigation reduces spread of disease that droplets from sprinklers can cause. It saves water and reduces weed growth. Drip irrigation requires a header line. The header line connects a water source to the drip tape. This farmer installed a header line before connecting the drip tape. Where to buy materials. You can buy drip tape materials from garden stores and online. The drip tape material irrigates eggplant. Vocabulary. Drip tape is a plastic hose with holes in it that is used in drip irrigation. Header line is the main water line. It connects many drip lines to the water source. Drip tape connects to the header line. Materials. Drip tape comes in rolls of 100 to 10,000 feet. The farmer put an old tool handle through the drip tape roll to make it easy to unroll in the field. Drip tape has holes to let the water drip out. These are called emitters. Materials. Fittings. Connect the drip tape to the header line. Tubing punch. Makes a hole in the header line for the fittings. The fittings go into the header line. The tubing punch makes holes in the header line without damaging it. Materials. Knife or scissors to cut drip tape. Staples to secure drip tape and header line. Flathead screwdriver or ratchet to tighten clamps. Water source, like a garden hose or spigot. You'll need these supplies. Your header line and pressure regulator are installed. Now you are ready to install drip tape. This garden is clean. The header line is installed and it's ready for drip tape. Lay drip tape down in the middle of each garden bed. Lay the tape with the blue lines facing up. These are the emitters. Water comes out of here. Drip tape laid out in the middle of each garden bed. Roll the drip tape to the opposite end of the garden bed. Make sure there are no twists or folds in the tape. This can be done by one person. It is easier with two people, so one person can hold the roll of drip tape and the other person can walk it to the other end of the garden. Cut the drip tape at the opposite end of the garden bed. Leave 12 inches or 30 centimeters on the end. Fold the end of the drip tape over 2 or 3 times. Cut a small piece of drip from the roll and push it over the folded end. Insert staple to secure. Now the drip tape will not leak. Repeat for each line of drip tape. Secure the end of the drip tape with a 3 to 6 inch piece of extra drip tape. Use the tubing punch to make a hole in the header line where the drip tape meets the header line. Punch a hole on the blue line to make sure your holes are even. Do not use a knife. You can damage the drip tape. Use a tubing punch to make sure the hole in the header line does not leak. You can find them at a hardware store or online at www.dripworks.com/drip irrigation punches. The tubing punch makes a hole in the header line. Push a fitting into the hole in the header line. Continue to punch holes and insert fittings in the header line where the drip tape meets the header line. The yellow fitting will connect the drip tape to the header line. Put staples on both sides of the fitting. Continue to punch holes, insert fittings, and staples. The fittings are now secure. Staples help the header line stay in place and not move around. Twist the fitting to the right to loosen it. Push the drip tape into the fitting. Twist the fitting to the left to tighten it. Loosen and tighten the white fitting to secure the drip tape. Repeat this for each fitting and line of drip tape. Check each line of drip tape. Make sure the blue lines are facing up. The drip tape is attached to the fittings. The fittings are attached to the header line. Twist the hose into the regulator to connect the pressure regulator to a hose. Connect the hose to a water source like a spigot. Turn the water on and check for any leaking. Your header line is connected to water and you can start irrigating your garden. Look for dark spots in the soil. This is where the drip tape emits water. This drip tape emits water every 12 inches or 30 centimeters. You can direct seed or transplant into the wet area. Double check drip line for leaks. These eggplants were transplanted after drip tape was installed. Comprehension questions. 1. Explain to your friend where and how to place the drip lines in the field. 2. Explain how to attach a fitting to the header line. 3. Explain where to place your plants. Acknowledgements. Funded by the Office for Partnerships and Public Engagement at the USDA. Text and photos by Sam Miller at LSI Global Greens. Edited and produced by ISED Solutions. Protected by Creative Commons license.